Okay, this is where it all started about 2 years ago with the introduction of the Pioneer XDJ-RX. Timing couldn't have been more perfect when I was on the market looking for a controller. A controller with no laptop, has its own screen, plug it in, switch it on, put your USBs in and you're away. Mixing ready, nothing else needed. This controller has been absolutely flawless when it comes to operation. It's never skipped a beat and I've never ever had to get my backup out. Especially for a beginner. I know it's not one of the cheaper ones, but it's a fantastic controller. So, a few weeks ago, the introduction of its successor, the XDJ-RX2. First impressions, I was so disappointed. I thought, come on Pioneer, you can give us more than that. The minor features and extras on the new model, I was so disappointed. I wasn't part of the give us 4 channels brigade because I know that from a marketing point of view, it's not going to help Pioneer. They couldn't give us 4 channels. I wasn't after 4 channels. I was after something like some kind of sampler on board, where you can put extra bits of tracks or vocals or rhythms or anything additional. That didn't come. So disappointment. After a few weeks, I changed my tune. I actually thought I'm going to take the time to see what these added extras are. And I thought, oh, you know, let's have a go and see what it's like. I watched the Pioneer video, saw the extras, couldn't stop smiling. I was happy, a lot happier, and I had to think a bit more because I already had a backup controller. Fair enough, it wasn't another XDJ-RX, but I thought, and in the end, again, I didn't even have to try the controller out. I just bought it. So this is my new backup, the XDJ-RX, and this is my new controller, the XDJ-RX2. The extras, although they're minor, they are wow. They are not on the old machine, the extras, and they are just enough, I think, to justify buying the XDJ-RX2. I'm going to go into those, but I'll just go over a few other differences that I think people haven't mentioned. I thought Pioneer just were more efficient with the space on the top plate, and I thought they managed to arrange the buttons more because they had to fit in the 4 control pads. But this is slightly bigger. It might have been obvious to some people, but that's how much bigger the new machine is. Also, this bit obviously is a lot bigger compared to the old model, and it protrudes more than the old model. Also, because it was bigger, I thought the screen was bigger, but the screen is exactly the same size. One thing I do notice about the screen is, if you look at the screen there, nice and dark, the contrast. Bit grayer here. Very minor difference, but it's a difference. I noticed the top plate on the new machine, the coarser effect on the old machine I preferred. This has got a coarse kind of effect, but it's not as nice as the old machine, the top plate. I also noticed that the buttons seem to be a lot brighter on the new machine. I'm not even too sure if you can change the brightness of these buttons in the menu. I know you can change the brightness in the screen, but I'm not too sure about the buttons. But the buttons are definitely brighter. The effects button used to be orange, now it's blue. Obviously, I used to like the operation of the pads. You knew you pressed them. With these, there's no noise or no feeling in them. You touch them and they're done. That's going to take a bit of getting used to, but I'll get there no doubt. What's also different is just minor touches that are cosmetic. In the track search buttons and this other button here and these buttons, it's a glossy effect instead of the darker grey. The jog wheels on the new machine are actually slightly bigger. I thought they were the same size. Maybe when the new, if there's an XDJ-RX3, maybe they'll make them the same size as CDJs. That would be a nice improvement for some. It's nice to see that they've got the dimples around the edge, just like the CDJs. Bit easier to grip. What else have I noticed that's different? I could say just something minor, where you put your USBs in. These used to be rubber, now they're plastic and they flip away. What else have I noticed? I do like the idea of the navigation being on the screen. That's good. The mixer seems to be a mixer now. What I love on the new machine, there's a few loves. One thing I love, the beat jump. Get that in focus. The beat jump. This jumping through the tracks, or jumping through a track on the beat, never skipping a beat, that is wow for me. That's 1, 2, 4 and 8 beats, that beat jump, the values of that. The finger strip track search, that is another wow. Haven't got it up here, but you can see it no doubt on the Pioneer video. That is excellent, how you can scan through the tracks. I won't bother with trying to, I'll just be wasting time doing that. But yeah, that finger trip, that finger strip track search is excellent. It speeds things up so much. Also, I absolutely love the slip loop. Another great feature. Yeah. The 8 hot cues, I managed to work with 4 hot cues anyway, so that's not much to me. But overall, so impressed with the XDJ-RX2. This is definitely a great improvement on the other machine. I really am impressed with everything. Another thing I like is the shortcut button. Shortcut button, and then you get to search when you load up USB 2. When you load up, there you go, the finger strip track search, and you hold it and it will play, move it along and it will play, move it along and it will play. Shortcut to search a track, search. That keyboard, the touch is so lovely, it's so precise, excellent. That alone, everything on the screen, just the fact that it's touch and you have the shortcut, that alone would have been enough for me with the finger strip track search. All the extras, beat jump, slip loop, the way it looks, another fantastic job from Pioneer. I don't work for Pioneer, by the way. I just love the way that they set the machine out, and as I said, the main thing was the fact that there was no laptop. My other backup is actually a Newmark. I'm not trying to say if you're on the market for a controller to get rid of your XDJ-RX. I'm just trying to say time. It's amazing what time can do. I absolutely love this controller. I love the extras. Maybe on the next one, bigger jog wheels. Who knows? Just putting my 2 pence in about the XDJ-RX2. So there it is. Thank you for watching.